Hi, and thank you for taking a few minutes to watch this short video. My name's Levi, and I'll be giving you an overview of how to port an existing number into Concord. Here you can see I'm logged into the Concord web portal in the number porting section under Settings. On this page, I can see a list of all my previous port requests, when they were created, completed, and their current status. If I have an extensive list of ports, I could utilize the search field to refine them. I could filter by business name, completed date, created date, FOC date, ID, and the status. These filters become beneficial when I'm trying to quickly find a specific port or if I was wanting to see a list of all my ports with a certain status. If I click on the details icon on the left of a port, I am displayed with more information about the port. We'll get to more on that in a minute, but first let's look at how to port a new number. I simply start the porting process by clicking the New Port Request button at the top right. Here I would enter in my contact information, click Next, then enter in details specific to the number being ported. Notice that I need to enter in my country code, which for me is 1 since I'm porting a US number. Then I enter in the number being ported, including the area or city code. It then asks me to enter in my billing telephone number, which is the number identifying the party to be billed for the call. This is not always necessarily the telephone number being ported. It could be another number used to identify the party responsible for payment. The billing telephone number is not always self-evident and should be confirmed with your previous carrier. Then I would choose or enter in a service address, which is the physical address in which the number being ported resides. Note that this is not always the same as the billing address. In this case, I need to enter in a new one, so I click New Service Address, enter in the specific details, then I would click Add Service Address, and choose it from the drop-down menu. Once I have the needed information entered on this page, I select Add Number, which you can see shows my port request here. At this point, I can continue entering more information on other numbers I wanted to port, or click Next to proceed with this one port request. Here I have the option to enter in any additional information or special instructions before clicking Finish. After submitting a port request, you'll receive an email confirming the new port request was received and giving details on the information that you just submitted. Additionally, the port will now be displayed in the web portal. But I'm not done yet. I still need to upload a letter of authorization to accompany my port request. Concord cannot port my number without it. To do that, I click on the Details icon next to the port request, and I am presented with more information about the port itself. Displayed here under the Details tab is the information that I entered in my port request. It also shows me and allows me to change the contact information from the port here. Under the Notes tab, I can send and receive real-time notes with the Concord Premium support team regarding the status of the port or any additional information they may need from me. And finally, under the Files tab is where I would upload my porting documents. If you have previously ported numbers with Concord, you may still have a copy of the Letter of Authorization form. If you do not, you can expect Premium Support to send you one when they receive your port request. Here is an example of a standard Letter of Authorization. If I was porting a toll-free number or an international number, this form would be different. I simply fill out all the required fields, just like when I was entering my port information in the portal. This letter of authorization is requesting information regarding the port number and information associated with the account, so it's critical that I fill in the information accurate to what my previous carrier has on file for me. Once I have filled out this letter of authorization form, I'll need to initial the 3 sections here, as well as sign and print my name at the bottom. Then I'll need to upload it into the Concord web portal under the Files tab, right here by choosing Browse and selecting the document. In addition to uploading my letter of authorization form that we just looked at, I would also need to upload a copy of a recent invoice associated with the porting number. I would upload that here as well. Now that I have submitted my port request and uploaded the associated documents, I can check back to the portal anytime to see notes about the port or quickly view the progression of it in the status column. Thanks for taking the time to learn about porting numbers to Concord. You can find more information about porting in the Concord Fax Online Administrator Guide available on the Concord Fax website. Thanks for watching.